Hello, kiddo. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. Seeing you today, you look so sad. I understand. I understand now. You were like a little baby again. You were like a little kid. And it's all my fault, and I'm sorry. And I'm so sorry. I can't imagine for the life of me what it took for you to let the kids go. I don't think I realised until I saw you today the price that it's cost you. And I'm sorry. I've loved you for so long. I never realised you loved me. And I do, that hurts a lot, because I think you did love me. I think you loved me for a long time. And I think the only thing that killed it, and I don't even think it killed it, like not properly, is when they took the kids away. They used the kids as a weapon against you. I'm so sorry. I've loved you every day that I've known you, and I've loved you so much longer than you know. I had all of these things that I found on the internet, all of these things that people say to tell each other and to explain how things mean certain things and to explain how you feel, and I don't think they're the right words for me to use for you. For the life of me, I just don't understand why I'm like I am. And I'm sorry that I'm like I am. I really am. There's something been wrong with me for a long time. I wish that you and I had met so much sooner. We'd have been able to help each other, and neither of us would have been like we are. You're not bad. You're not bad. You're just hurt. I'm hurt, but I've reacted differently than you have. And I would sell my soul to take it back. That day that you asked me to stay home from work, that's my biggest. I think if I'd have stayed home that day, I think maybe things would have been different. Maybe things would have been worse, I don't know. I don't have the words to be able to tell you how sorry I am. Last week when they interviewed me and I heard your voice, the minute that I heard your voice, it broke me. And it broke me deep inside, because hearing you talk to me and hearing me talk to you, and I shouldn't have ever listened to anybody. I shouldn't have ever been like I was with you, and I'm sorry. I really am. I'm so sorry. And some of it was me as well. Some of it was me. It wasn't just me being told what to do. Some of it was me as well, because some of it is I've been so petrified of losing you that I've caused it to happen. I've pushed and I've pushed and I've pushed, and the thing that I was trying to get, I got. And I just, for the life of me, I don't know why, because like I said, I've loved you, and I really have, Nick. I do. You've always been my darling little Doxy. And there's a day when, remember when we moved into the flat, and we had a left-handed key. It was a left-handed key. You could only use it with your left hand. And I've got all these silly little memories of you. but there's also so many bad memories that my brain just doesn't want to store them, and I can't. Like, there's like even the smallest things. You were right. You really were right. You've been right as often as I've been right. When you said that I'd regret what was happening more than that day on the couch, I regret it. I regret it so much, and I don't want you to hate me. You're the only person in the world that never hated me. Everyone else has got this like idea of me, and you're the only person that never hated me. You never ever hated me until now, and I understand now. Now is okay. Now is okay. I don't blame you for hating me, and I wish that I could have done something differently. I wish that I knew how to do things differently. I wish that I knew what I know now. I wish I'd have known a long, long time ago, because I would have cherished you so much more. I cherished you, and like, I just couldn't show it to you, and I don't know why. Like, I couldn't love you properly, and I don't. And it's like, it always just felt wrong, and I don't. And I'm sorry for that. I really am, Nick. I don't understand it. It's like saying nice things to you. Like, I used to be able to say nice things to you, but it never felt right. It always felt like it was cheesy, even though I meant it, and it felt like I wasn't meant to be happy like I was with you. And honestly, you're the only person. When I say the only person that's never hated me, I genuinely believe that. Everybody has hated me so much, and everybody gets so mad for me just existing, and I wish that I could have told you all of the things, because you're so beautiful. You are so beautiful. And you're such a good person as well. Thank you for all of the days that I remember that are good, because I don't think that I actually have a good memory from before you. And like, I've got some I've got some exciting memories, but I don't think I have a good memory. I don't think I have a good memory where, like, and I used to be such a dick with you as well, and I talked about people and things that I should never have talked about with you. And I was just trying to help you to understand me, and I think you did. I think you did understand me, and I think you do understand some of me. I think that there's a lot that you don't understand, because there's a lot that I don't understand either. There's so much that I don't understand about me, and I just haven't been right. My brain just hasn't been right for such a long time, and nothing that I do, I try to. I'm just not the same as other people. I'm And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for every moment that you've ever had with me that's never been good. I'm sorry for I'm so ashamed that I could never be there for you and be right for you. And you know, when they took me away that first time, a couple of days before, and you don't know this, and you really don't know this, I was at the gym, and I had an argument with Andy, and I come home, and there was just after. Remember when and the beef that day? And remember when I got stroppy about the beef, and I didn't eat, and I went to bed, and I never ate what you cooked because I wanted to cook with you. It was just after that, and I had an argument with Andy. And after I had the argument with Andy, I come home, and I was stood in the kitchen, and I remember, because I was looking towards the front room, like the bedroom, because it was the little studio flat that we had in the other Trimley. And when I was looking at you, I can't remember what you did. You did something and it was so petty, and I looked at you and I thought about having an argument, and I just couldn't do it. And I did. I stood there, and there was like, and something changed in me, and I wanted something different with you. And I did. When I looked at you, I just, in my head, I said to myself, do you know what? No, it's not your fault. None of these things are a you problem. You don't deserve to be dealing with my problems that are like, they're irrelevant. There's not, in my mind, I can't put it into words properly. I said to myself that I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm not gonna let outside problems come inside of our life, inside of our relationship, inside of who we are. And I didn't want anything to affect us, and from that moment forwards, I think if I didn't get taken away from you that first time, I think that things would have been different. And I honestly do. I believe that things would have been different. And I think I understand now. You spent 2 whole years. You spent 2 years just existing in that flat. And they broke me. They took me away again, and they broke me, and they just wore me down. And I hate all of them so much, and I hate them so much, because they broke me down. I didn't have much left in me anyway. And do you know what? It's like, if they'd let me come home this time, if they'd left the kids with you and they'd let me come home, I said to myself, the first thing that I was going to do when it was just you and me is I was going to cry. And I was going to cry, and I was going to cry, and I was going to cry, and I was going to just, I just wanted it all to be, I just wanted to go back to that moment. I remember the day that they took me away. I remember when we went to watch the Eternals. And that's the last clear memory that I have before the last few days. That's the last clear memory that I have. And it was that day in the cinema, and I sat and I watched you. And you fell asleep, and you felt bad that you fell asleep. You were only asleep for 20 minutes, half an hour maybe. And I watched you. And I stroked your cheek. And you woke up, and you snuggled your little face into my hand. And that broke a little bit of me, because that was, and I knew that was the last time. That was the last time that was ever going to happen properly like that, where I was present and there, and things were never going to be the same. And I knew once I come away, because we knew it was going to happen. You was hoping that it wasn't going to, but I knew that it was going to happen. And I just, for the life of me, that day is seared into my memory. And that day was important to me. A lot of other days with you have been important as well, and they really have. I've got other good memories with you. I've got loads of good memories with you. But I do, like, there's so much that's foggy in between then and now, and it is that moment until now. They broke me, and they ruined my brain. They ruined what little was left of me inside. And you had just started to fix me. You had just started to fix, like... And I always say to you, it's like my heart was broken a long time ago into dust. And you had just started to fix it. And you had just started to fix me as a person. And I was trying to be better for you and for everyone. And I wanted so much more from our lives. And I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for every moment. I'm sorry for every bad thing that I've ever said and done. I'm sorry for I'm sorry for not being better for you. I'm sorry for all of the little things. Like, I'm sorry for not getting you a good car. I'm sorry for not getting you flowers more often. I'm sorry for just not hugging you more often. I'm just, like I said, I'm not normal. I haven't been for a long time. And I think that was the time that tipped me over the edge. That day that they took me away and they put me in that car. And I remember, because it was foggy when we dropped onto the A14, it was foggy, and I had to give them directions to get to Martlesham. And I do, every moment of that day I remember. And it's like it was last week. It's not like it was years and years ago, because now it's nearly 5 years ago. 5 years is a long time. It feels like it was 2 weeks ago. It's not, it doesn't even feel like it was that far ago. They broke my brain. They broke me again this time when I was away. And the worst bit is, when I was working with a psychologist, like, I was starting to understand things a little bit with you and like with me, and like we were talking, and like there were things that neither of us, like there were things that both of us took for granted that we kind of worked out with ourselves. And we were talking about frisky things that like we just never really talked about before. And I learned to understand you a little bit more, and I do. Seeing your face today, I'm sorry. I'm more sorry for what I've done to you and the boys than I am anything in my life ever. There's nothing, because if I was stronger, if I was better, if I'd have done things differently, if I'd have found a way to not be like I am, then I think you wouldn't have. I can't for the life of me, I can't imagine the amount of pain that you went through seeing the boys. I can't imagine you putting them in that car and sending them away, because I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have done it. I would have killed people, and I wouldn't have been able to help myself. Now that things are like they are, and I don't blame you for hating me. I just hope that one day you don't. And I hope that you have a good life, and I hope that it's going to be hard for a little while. It's going to be hard for a little while for you, but I hope that once it all settles down and you've got the boys home with you and you're left alone, and I hope that you can have a good life. And I hope that you meet someone and you settle down and you're happy. And I know that if you don't, I'm waiting for you on the other side, and I will be. And I don't have words for this. I don't have words to say that I'm sorry enough, because nothing's gonna make anything right. So nothing that I say matters. Do you know how close I am to you right now? I'm so close to you right now. I'm sat in Essex technically, but the other side of the river, that's home. That's home. You are a few miles in that direction. It's everything that I can do not to come to you right now. And part of it is because you hate me so much right now, and I understand it, and I'm sorry. Excluding the boys, you're my favourite person ever. You're so beautiful. When I seen you today, it made me cry, because I forgot how beautiful you are, but how sad you were. how sad you're like a kid. You were always like a kid with me. You used to do this thing with your hands, like, and whenever you wanted, and I couldn't do it, and I regret these things as well. I remember being in the flat and you being upset, and this is the flat down in Cornwall, and you used to do this thing with your hands where you put your hands down by your side and you'd open and close them like a kid, like a toddler when they want to be picked up. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry I never picked you up, and I'm sorry I never hugged you. And I'm sorry that I wanted you to be stronger. I wanted you to not feel so much pain, and I don't know another way to make you not feel so much pain other than more pain and making you stronger. And I'm sorry I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for everything, Nick. I'm sorry for everything. I love you so much. Even if I live for another 1,000 years, I don't think that I would ever go near another person. I honestly don't, because you've meant so much to me for so long, and you mean things to me in ways that I don't understand. I don't understand. I've always chosen you, but I've not been able to be right for you. And I do. I remember teaching you to ride a motorbike, and I know that you loved that. And there's so many other little things, like the ambulance and gold panning and going out collecting scrap and doing all of the things that we used to do because we're little weirdos. And I would sell my soul to come home to you. That's all I want, Nick. That's all I want in the world, is for the kids to be home, and for you to want me home, and for me to just come home. I want the kids home first. The kids need to come home first. And I don't think anybody understands me when I talk about these things, because like it's a given for me that the kids need to come home first. The kids need to. That's why I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But I want to come home. I want to come home. I want to come home. I want it to be like I've gone off to work and I've come home, and like Bartlett runs to me at the door, and then you walk Bartlett runs to me at the gate, and then when we come in the door, I want you to walk Paragus over to me like with your hands like you used to. And I'm sorry that I wasn't home for you when I was there, because I haven't been there. I haven't been there for that whole year that I was home. I wasn't there. I really wasn't there. My brain has just been. I say it to you a lot, and I've said it a lot over the years. You don't understand what jail is to me. It's not. I'm not designed to be in captivity like that. It's no good for someone like me. It's really not. And it's torture. And where they tortured me for years and years and years and years and years and years, and they've just kept going and going and going and going. It's broken me. It has broken me so badly. And you and the boys have had to pay the price. I'm sorry, kid. I really am. I love you so much. I love you so much more than I've ever loved anybody ever. Other than the boys, you are the single most. I can't even put it into words. I'm sorry, kid. And I'm sorry that what's going to happen next is going to hurt you as well. And I'm sorry that, because I know that it's going to hurt you for a long time, because the boys are going to ask questions, and then there's going to be, and it's going to be bad for a long time, and then it's going to be bad every now and again, just because they're going to bring me up, and it's going to be, because you know that I can be a good dad, and I am. I'm okay at being a dad. There's mistakes that I've made. I'm not a bad person. I didn't mean for things to be like they have been with us, and I didn't mean for things to be like they are where other people are just, they're using our children to try and bully both of us, and they're using our children to get what they're going to get what they want. They're going to get what they want. And I just regret I never got to say goodbye to you. I regret I never got to say goodbye to the kids. And I regret that the last time that I seen any of you, it wasn't good. I hope that you do have a good life, and you deserve it more than any person that I know. And I'm sorry for all of the pain that I'm about to cause. But I think that it's the lesser of two evils. I think that this is the only choice that I have, because, do you know, part of this is losing you. Part of this really is losing you as well. Like, I don't think that I would have been able to handle losing you without going off the rails or hurting myself or hurting somebody else. I don't think that I'd have ever been able to handle losing you, but on top of everything else that's happening, I do, like, losing you's almost as bad as the kids going away, and it's almost as bad. And I can't express any of the things that I think or feel properly. I'm sorry that you've never seen me cry. I'm sorry that you've never had me cry, and I did. And I that was one of the things that I wanted to come home and give to you, because you deserve that. You deserve to see me have a proper breakdown. You deserve to lay into me when I do it. You deserve to just unleash all of the anger that you've got at everybody and just lay into me when I do it. And I'm sorry, kid. You'll always be my darling little Doxy, and I will cherish every moment that we have ever been together. Every single day that we have known each other, I have loved you. I remember the first day that I saw you in the gym, and I fell in love with you, and it was when you started messaging me, and it was such mundane things. And I'm sorry that I struggled, and I'm sorry that I couldn't handle the and I understood it in the end, and I understood it, and I told you why you did the things that you did, and there was all of the overlaps, and you understood it, and you understood why you did it, and I think it made sense to you, and I think that that's why now I think that you're probably going to spend a little bit of time on your own, just because it'll be the first time that you spent any time on your own where you haven't got to protect yourself with someone, and you haven't got to have someone. Nothing seems real right now. I'm sorry, Nick. I really am, you know. And I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything that you ever did for me. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you for just every moment that you loved me when I didn't deserve to be loved. And there were a lot of those. I'm sorry, kid. I really am. I love you. One day, you'll look back at these videos and you'll just remember the good times with me. You'll stop hating me eventually, I know you will. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, kid, I love you.